Our next speaker is Dr. David Palmer, a practicing dentist in Lufkin and an outspoken conservative whose frequent editorials are loved by conservative thinkers and, oddly enough, loathed by liberals. David grew up in West Africa as the son of missionary parents, which gave him a distinctive global perspective and a deeply rooted appreciation of the unique qualities and liberties that make our United States the greatest country in the world. Dr. Palmer teaches junior achievement in several local school districts and encourages others to do the same. David will be speaking on using our economic situation as a learning tool for future American generations. David?
Hey, great crowd out here. Hey, I know this is a little off subject, but I want y'all to know that I've had a big mea culpa about this global warming thing. And me and Al Gore are like this. Now, I'm not kidding. I want to tell you, I've been doing my own research, and I started, as part of my New Year's resolution, taking very careful notes on temperature. And I can tell you it's a whole lot warmer now than it was January 1st. Now this is scary. This is scary, I'm telling you. I even noticed there's a little bit more daylight every day. So I put it into my computer. And I can tell you the average temperature, July 2010 in Nacogdoches, Texas, is going to be 180 degrees. And we're going to have 24 hours of daylight. All because of my SUV. So, I'm doing my part now. I'm doing my part. I decided to park the SUV. I'm going to walk 12 miles to work every day. And I'm going to try to breathe really slow. I'm going to try not to even pass gas. I'm doing my part. No, back to reality here. 12 weeks. Seems like 12 years, doesn't it? In only 12 short weeks, our leaders have put us on the hook for trillions of borrowed dollars. They have nationalized banks and private companies and are now pushing for higher taxes, socialized medicine, and illegal immigration. Let me get this tax argument straight. We're supposed to raise taxes on small businesses and corporations, the people that hire people, and we want unemployment to go down. And no, let's get it straight, it didn't just start 12 weeks ago. Spending is what all politicians do best. However, now that spending accelerator is being floorboarded as we careen towards financial chaos. If you're like me, you want to throw your hands up and say, what country did I wake up in today? I didn't ask for this. It makes you want to turn off your TV and go fishing for 4 years. Which, I might add, is exactly what our liberal politicians would love for you to do. They do not want you to resist swallowing this huge pill of massive spending, punitive taxes, and a powerful push towards global socialism. But hey, here we are. Hundreds of thousands of taxpayers across the country today are saying enough is enough. Enough is enough. Yeah, and I know it's tough to be optimistic in this kind of political climate, but instead of doom and gloom, we can use this fiasco as a tremendous opportunity to educate ourselves, our family, and friends and neighbors on why this country is so uniquely great and why the current spending spree is so dangerous to its continued prosperity. Let's face it, our majority leaders have lost all common sense. You simply cannot spend and tax your way into prosperity or borrow your way out of debt. And as taxpayers who make the whole system run, I know it's frustrating when you feel your voice is being ignored. Now, not long ago, a couple of brothers from Canada found out that our government was restocking wolves in Yellowstone. And they were going to, offer $5,000 per live wolf. So these brothers said, hey, we're good trappers. We know what to do. We can catch them. We know where they hang out. We're going to make a fortune. So after about 2 weeks of not seeing a single wolf, the two brothers are in the wilderness around a small campfire asleep. One of them hears a noise. And there's 50 hungry wolves all closing in on them from all directions. Teeth showing, eyes glowing. One of them wakes up and he nudges his brother. He says, quick, Joe, wake up. We're rich. Okay, so they weren't the sharpest tools in the shed. But that's exactly the type of deep-seated optimism we need at a time like this. I mean, just look around. You are not alone. This country is far more conservative than the media would ever have you believe. Like I said before, I grew up overseas. This country is full of good people. Full of them, right? Remember, though, the President's Chief of Staff, Rahm Emanuel, recently stated, you never want a serious crisis to go to waste. Meaning that this was an opportunity for him and his liberal friends to push for more spending, higher taxes, and bigger government. I say we flip it around on them. This crisis is a great opportunity to get busy. Okay? If we want our kids and grandkids to inherit a prosperous country with freedom and opportunity as we have enjoyed, then it's past time to educate them. And God knows they're getting an education in our public school system and colleges. This usually includes a very twisted view of this country, its history, its traditions, and all the things that make this country run, free markets. Explain to your kids how the Founding Fathers understood that the power to tax is the power to destroy, and that they abhorred the thought of an income tax. Then explain how the income tax started in the early 1900s as a 2% tax on only the millionaires. Since that camel got his nose in the tent, the income tax has spread wide and deep, and now the IRS code is an incomprehensible mess of 4,000 pages and still growing. Excuse me. Explain to your kids how you are taxed on all levels, local, city, county, state, national, and it is never enough for a ravenous, money-hungry, ever-growing government. Never. Not once have I heard any government entity on any level say, stop, keep your money, we have enough. Explain how every government job created requires multiple private enterprise jobs and the taxes those people pay just to pay for the government employee's salary. I repeat, it's time to get involved and busy. Sign up and register with groups like this. Teach junior achievement to our kids. They need it. Do your part and we can right this ship and leave something besides debt to our kids and grandkids. Write regularly to your congressmen and senators. Let your voice be heard.